Welcome back again this channel. Thank you so much for joining. So we are already in a process of creating Agentic AI solution. I hope you have gone through the videos of the already been recorded. Please go through that. So today we are focusing on a new agent, that is web scraping agent. So I think many of us know what is web scraping. You know that we have a HTML page, right? So what you do generally, you have to read the entire page. So I will do that. Earlier, we are doing the hard coding HTML parsing, right? But in agentic AI, we can use AI to decide what to extract. So you can say instead of writing selectors, we let AI understand the page. So those who are from the software industry, they know if they want to write the QS especially, they use XPath CSS selector, right, to read particular text of the button or the label, right, to do the QA testing for any website or web application. Once it is it is in the QA environment or dev environment, so they have to write their own using Selenium and other things. They have to write codes to particularly read the text. Suppose you want to click on the button, so you have to read that button, that object. So you have to use selectors. So same way, that the scrapping is in the meaning is you have to read that HTML file. So how it works, triggering then input URL, you have to take a URL and scrapper AI process. So that we will show in the upcoming days. But it is a purely a big 8 to 9 video series. Please go through that. So let's move to the basic one. So now we are, that we are already using the semantic kernel with the .NET 8. That is our, the tech stack using Azure Cloud Foundry, and we will show in this video that how to use pagination. Like if you have a website have multiple page, how we can go through the pages, and also using the clean architecture. Those who are from the technical background, they know what is clean architecture, microservice architecture, event driven architecture. So we are using clean architecture, clear separation of layers with your dependency towards inward from outer to inner layer. That is called clean architecture. So most developers can scrap on one page, but real system needs pagination, structure, scalability. In this video, we will build a production ready web scraper in .NET 8. So where we fail, actually, the most scraper fails with pagination and scaling. So now in this series, actually, we in this video, we are the green one. We are actually doing right now scrapping foundation, where we will show you how to do basic scrapping. Those who are not familiar with the scrapping process, we will show how to do scrapping, how to use pagination, how to use the clean architecture. Those who are from the actually from the .NET background, they know how to create a solution architecture. So that we will show. And in the upcoming series or next video, we will show how AI powered scrapping can be done, and then finally we will show the real world agent. So the yellow mark item will be covered next, and the green one we are covering right now. So what we are covering under the green scrapping foundation, right? We are starting from the basic. We will make it AI powered, and finally it will be a real world agent. So building a scalable scrapper with a clean architecture. So just remember, for basic scrapping, we need a HtmlAgilityPack that is available, with the Visual Studio 2022 or 26 or the Visual Studio Code, and we will refer this particular website to read the content. We can take any one, but this is a standard one which we can use for scrapping. Okay, and pagination will show because this page has multiple pages, so you can for loop that combine all the results of the scrapping. And this everything will be built up using a solution architecture which will follow this interface service and dependency injections. So those who are from the developer background or the architect background, they understand what I am trying to say. This architecture will contain the project, and the project will do this the pagination and extract the content from the codes.toscrap.com. and use this HTML pack to read and everything. So we'll show in the demo how these three things combine together under this scapping foundation. So the architecture is very similar that we have followed in the for KYC agent also, and also we have a day 1 to day 18 conceptual agentic videos that you can see in the other channels. So this is now we are doing only for we have started actually for web scraping. So we will take a one model, code model, what we want to collect the data, and we will use a service, and then program.cs, and program.cs will have a API will call the service will call the this that URL, this URL codes.toScript to read the content. So it is like a basic to pagination to structure code. Okay, so these thing we are covering right now in this video. Scrapping, what is scrapping, how to do scrapping. There is no AI right now, but it will be injected in the upcoming video. So these three, always remember when you have to call a third party client, third party API, like, because these are third party APIs, right? Code.toScript, you need a HTTP client. You need .NET 8 and framework. You need HtmlAgilityPack to read that content from the web page. So what we will do, we'll actually create a web API project. We will install this. We will show this code model that we have already shown. We have a code model in the Scrapper demo, and we will build a service which will actually call the third party. We'll loop through the pages that we have said. We are showing the pagination, and we can change the page number and we can get the output. So, and it will give you the a list of output and key learnings. So I think those who are from the testing background, they know what is CSS selector, expert selector. So for them actually very easy to understand the pagination clean architecture. We will loop pages dynamically. We will collect this data, and you can see that this work for static. We are using static HTML right now. For JavaScript heavy sites we will need playwright, but we will cover it later. So next video, as I said, it will be AI powered semantic kernel that we will cover, which I mentioned over here earlier, AI powered. So let's go to the demo. We will target this web static HTML code.toScript.com, and we will read this content, right? There are so many contents. Say suppose, as I said, right, pages, page, and we are taking one. This is the page number 1. If you take page number 2, you will get this content. Some similarly you will get pages, right? So let's focus on the page 1. So you can see these are the content, code to scrap. Hope it is visible now. So let's me show you that solution. So very basic that we already showed in the PPT, that we have a model, quote and author. Similarly, which I have shown, quote and author we will pick up. You can see this is the quote, this is the author. We will hold the data, and we have a service will actually talk. So this is the service will use this HTTP client actually will talk to this, because when you are handling with third party API you need some client, right, package which will talk to that, and it will bring the data, and then we will use this HTML document to load this HTML, and then we will collect the nodes. You know that div class equal to quote, div span class text. Okay, so first we have to collect the div. Within the div we have a text and author. So everything is in the div. You can go to the developer tool. See the div is there, and div content text, and then this tags, span, div span, tags we are not collecting. This is span for the author, span for the the content. So same thing we have done. See span and small class author. How we are getting the class author? See the class author, class text. So it is very familiar who are doing this QA testing. Author text you will pick up. So everything within the div, and we'll collect the information. AI, no, nothing is there right now as a AI, but this is the foundation to understand what is scrapping. So we'll collect the data, and for that we need a HTML agility pack, otherwise we cannot load the HTML document. And how it will be called? We will actually create it so the same QIC agent solution I have taken, just to change the API get URL scrap we are taking. We will send the data a page number. The moment we will send to the page number, it will move to this and it will contain the data. So let's see how it is running. So now we came to this that Swagger agentic web scraper. This is the first video. Let's say I'm putting the one. It came over here with the page number one. We'll actually go through the page. We already have one page pages. We have given a pages one. To collect the data, then it will read the div, then it will go through the div, all the divs on that same page, and collect the information. So the what we have almost multiple nodes, 10 nodes, so it will be done. The moment it will run, let me run it. So you can see this data has came. How we will match it up? If you see the world we have, and it is our choice, Albert Einstein and J.K. Rowling. See the world, Albert Einstein, text, JK. So you have collected the data. So hope you understand the day one, or you can say the first video where we have tried to show the clean architecture. Why clean architecture? It is controlling. That we have a API. I haven't erased the controller since it is one, but you can create a controller. Controller will talk to the service. Service is actually injected as a interface for loose coupling. See, we are calling this ice wave scraper, and then it will be called internally. Since it is third party call, we have to use HTTP client. So you can see that architecturally we are following interface services dependency injection, that is clean architecture. We are using pagination. You can take any number of pages and you can find the data of the particular page. We are holding the data, and this is called scrapping. And in the next video we will show how we can use semantic kernel with Azure Cloud Foundry to decide how to do the scrapping. Stay tuned. Thank you.